All right, so just Two Sports Podcast, and we are with live show number 2. We had a full slate of Week 1 games during high school football and across NCAA. Guys, how are you guys doing tonight?
How was you doing tonight? I'm doing good. I'm ready to I'm ready to talk some football, y'all.
That man jumped right in, didn't he? He must have took a long nap.
Making fun of me already.
Jesus. Can't even answer the question.
You guys working tomorrow?
Come on, dude.
I was making sure. Just making sure. Everyone's off tomorrow. Federal holiday.
Yeah, of course I am.
Let's let some people get into here first. What'd you guys do over the weekend? Anything? Nothing.
Some good shots.
I just want to let you know I got a new TV.
New TV
in the background.
I got a new TV. Yeah, it's on the screen in porch. It's on the wall. It's hung up, dude.
Oh wow! You drilled into the brick.
Yes, it's ready to roll.
When you get one of those TV, do you get a certain TV, or can you put any TV out there? It had to be like a weatherized TV or something like that.
You probably should, but we didn't.
Did they have those? Is there such thing as a weatherized TV?
They do have outdoor TVs. They really do.
Dang. Okay.
Is Bob here tonight?
I don't know if he's here yet. He's probably gonna be here soon.
I hope he comes.
I'll get the comments.
Don't get Bob on here. He's our fact checker.
Yeah, well, we probably shouldn't talk about anything until he gets here. So it's just we gotta fill in the time until he gets here. Devin, how was your weekend?
Dang, suppose it doesn't come.
Went to JF, got some good shots. JF and Gretna. That was not quite the game I wanted to see, but it was fun to get my first taste of a Jefferson Forest game. So.
And you said you might go hit up another one in Lynchburg this week too?
Oh yeah. Easy Glass and PH, we're coming your way.
And we have
I lost $20 more on that game. I lost $20 more on that game.
You lost $20 more on your top 10 too.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't know where you come up with your top 10 at and how it was all screwed. You're the one that had the screwed up top 10.
I went by
just about every team I had won. My team won.
All right, hold on. Let's save it. Let's not get there yet. We got to save the drama for more people when they come here.
Okay.
I think what did I even do this weekend? I just kind of hung out and watched TV with the girls, watched some football with the girls. Sarah outgrew of her Florida Gators cheerleading outfit she wore a couple years ago. So we gave it to Presley, and of course she got upset. So we go buy a new one at Target for her. So now both of them are covered. So there's 2 Florida Gator cheerleaders in the house now.
Can I give out a helmet sticker right now?
Right now?
Yeah, I would need to give out one.
Is this to a player, or just just a random individual, or who are you trying to give it to?
I wouldn't say he's a random individual, but just.
If you want to get one. I mean, it sounds like you're giving it to me, but go ahead.
I'd like to give Billy Napier a helmet sticker for whooping up on Long Island this weekend. But that was a heck of a ball game.
Hey, they won. Wait, 1-0. You don't know who. It doesn't matter who they played in the book. It's 1-0.
You play who's on your schedule.
Exactly. Listen, if you want to go ahead and start this, we'll talk about Florida. No one else probably even knows about Florida on the podcast right now. But the last few years, we've opened up some difficult games start the year off. So it's kind of good to play, a scrub like LIU Brooklyn. We played Utah. We played Miami.
Probably is good for Florida.
Yeah. So I am totally fine with them beating up on Long Island, Brooklyn to start the year off.
Yeah. That's a SEC scheduling right there.
I'll tell you, it was a tough one.
I mean, what do you learn from playing a difficult opponent?
48-0.
Yeah, 48-0. It was like 38-0 at halftime. You guys want to go ahead and get to it?
Let's get into it.
I just want to say,
I'm ready for this.
I just want to say, y'all are. I don't understand y'all sometimes. We
What do you
talk
mean?
about this top 10 in high school. Well, this top 10 in high school, y'all go berserk when somebody loses and blah blah blah. And then
Oh,
no, hold
hold
on, hold
on a
on, hold
sec.
on. Let me make my point. So it ain't
Go
the same.
ahead.
For some reason, it doesn't hold the same water in college. It's like yesterday, my phone is blowing up. Bama stinks. Bama sucks. Bama is not. It's sad that Bama's not the same Bama. I mean, never mind. Florida State probably played the game of their life yesterday.
Oh, that's well, we're gonna get to that later. I don't want to get into that yet, but
Well, I just want to tell how hypocritical. Let everybody know how hypocritical you guys
Yeah,
are.
I think it's your oldest son. I think he is.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on just a second. Hold on just 1 second,
I don't think I
ladies,
said anything about that.
ladies and gentlemen. Hold on just a second.
who needs enemies when you have your family throw you on the bus?
Hold on.
Everybody's going through their text messages. I see. Look at both of y'all. What did I actually say? What did I actually say?
Here it
So yeah,
is.
we to everyone listening, we do have a group chat. We talk to each other, and of course we update each other, and throughout the games and stuff like that. And all I
Here's
said was,
Gregory. Here's
okay,
Gregory starting it off. Bama looks like Syracuse. Devin, this is awful. Gregory,
what's wrong with that?
couldn't
There's
get this
nothing.
Bama in the swamp. Hold on. Devin, sad Alabama sucks now. Golly.
I mean, all right, that was a bit harsh. I think
Where are we wrong? No, where are we wrong though?
Where were you wrong? I mean,
Yeah,
I just think you didn't give any credit to Florida State at all.
did you?
that's
Hold on, let
true.
me ask you this: you were playing golf on Saturday. Did you get to watch the game at all, or are you already done?
Oh,
I watched the second, third, and fourth quarters. I did. So I didn't see the
yeah.
opening
And you
drive.
thought this was a Bama team over the last 10 years.
Do I think they were in the same class as the other Bama teams?
They looked like it looked like
Uh,
a completely different Bama team.
Let me say this, and I know we're going to talk about college football in just a bit. I have told you two for several years that you just don't. There's certain things that certain coaches just don't need to do, um, or should not try to do. And where was Napier before he came? Was he at Louisiana? Where was he at? I mean, I'm just asking.
Yep.
Louisiana.
Okay, so he jumps from Louisiana into the boiling pot of water, and he wants to compete with everybody else in D1, and especially in the SEC. He's having to recruit against these people. All right, so let's take it from the other side. Do you think Washington is in the same category as the
Mm.
SEC? I don't think so. I think Caleb DeBoer is in a place that he does not need to be in.
So you want him fired already?
No, I did not say that. I did not say he deserves to be fired. I said that I just don't think he's in the place he needs to be in. I'm sure the guy can coach. Didn't he get Washington to the national title game?
Yeah. Was it that? Yeah, I think it was national title.
I mean, they lost to what, Michigan in the national title?
Yeah.
But I'm
gosh, I can't even think. Was it them?
Yeah, they lost to Michigan.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I think Caleb's just. I mean, he's a super nice guy. I don't think he is. I don't know. To me, nice guys don't finish first. I mean, I hate to say it that way, but I don't think he's as fiery. At least he doesn't show it in his press conferences and on TV. Nick Saban don't. He just didn't care. I mean, not that he didn't care. He's going to say what's on his mind, and I just don't think. I think Caleb plays the politically correct role, and I don't know if that fits down there. I just don't.
I got a crazy stat for y'all.
Okay.
Apparently, Nick Saban coached in 230 games at Alabama and only lost to 4 unranked teams during his time there. Kalen DeBoer has lost to 4 unranked teams in 2 seasons. Really, only like one in like one game, 1 season, 1 game. So, I mean, I think he's in over his head a little bit, but and I'm sure a lot of Alabama fans would agree with that.
As a Florida Gator fan, I was like, number 8 Bama is in Tallahassee taking on Florida State. I've heard so much about Castellanos, whatever his name is, from Boston College down there. I was like, Doesn't matter. Bama's gonna roll them. I wanted to hear Florida State anymore rest of this year, and Bama just crapped the bed, man. It was awful. It was awful watching that game.
And I didn't even know what the comments that Castellanos had said. Would he say, "You don't have Nick Saban here to stop me," or something to that effect?
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Like
yes.
Nick Saban can't save them now, or something like that.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he backed up his
Jeez.
comments.
Well, let's get into some high school football. We have some people here listening
Yeah.
now. So, well, before we get there, if you haven't listened to our two podcasts from last week, we have a QB1 spotlight with Gretna's Rashawn Logan, who Devin went and saw this past Friday. And then we also had Des Jordan from Allegheny as well. So go back and listen to those. It was really good. My fans loved the QB1 spotlight. They shared it a lot and a lot of listens. So I think we need to do some more recruits here, Devin, more prospects on the podcast.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You got a bunch of guys following us from JF.
Yeah,
I'm a little nervous right now too because we do have some followers following us online, but Nanny Robin just pulled up in the bedroom, laying on the bed beside me and eating watermelon and I mean I'm gonna be a little bit nerve wracking right here. This is gonna be tough.
Whoa, do not know what's going on there.
Put the pressure on me right now.
What's the NCAA meme? 22K5, whatever, or 25. The pressure's going crazy.
Oh yeah, that crowd noise or whatnot.
Yeah, the crowd noise.
Stadium atmosphere, whatever it is.
Then we also had on Friday our Central Virginia preview with Deloach there at Alta Vista. We had Heritage, Brad Bradley, and then we also had JT Cruz there at Jefferson Forest. So also another good one. So listen to that one too. So two of them last week. Go ahead and go back and listen to those. We'll have two more this week. We'll have I think we have Bankston from the ODAC commissioner. We have an hour-long conversation with him. We had it last week on just a variety of topics. Last year in the ODAC, Flow Sports this upcoming year. So we'll have that on Wednesday, I think. And then Friday we'll have Hampton-Sydney, Guilford, Randolph Macon, and there's one more. I can't think of it right now. Oh, Bridgewater College. So we'll have our ODAC preview. Go ahead.
Nanny Robbins got us live on Facebook. I didn't realize all this.
Did we sound okay? Is my sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds wonderful. I heard you. I listened.
Okay, let's make sure. All right.
Yeah.
So let's recap last week. So I'm gonna show to the stage here just some games of note we had last week. If you guys can see this, y'all see this okay?
Yep.
Can Annie Robbins see this okay on her phone?
Yeah, yes, she can see it on her phone.
Oh, sweet. All right. So this is our top week 1 games last week. So put some nice little check marks as to who the winners. So Shenandoah beat Amherst, Trinity beat Northcross, EC Glass. Hey, Pops, go ahead. Big G, go ahead. Take the stage real quick.
Listen, I'm not. Everybody gave me hell last week for going to Max Preps. My hat's off to Max Preps this week. If I had a Max Preps T-shirt, I would wear it right now. I'm thinking about getting with the Max Preps people and trying to roll out a sponsorship. But I told everybody EC Glass should have been in our top. Should have been in the top 2 or 3. But anyway, they weren't allowed to be in the poll at all. So that's all I need to say.
Uh-oh. Look who's here.
Give Miss Flowers. There's Bob.
There he is. Fact checker. Yeah, I did like a little Friday night takeaways kind of thing on Facebook, and a couple of people responded and said, "Hey, you guys need to put some more respect on EC Glass." And I said, "True." And to be fair, Big Greg did stand up for EC Glass last week, so a couple of people said they heard you, so they responded. So Lord Body tied over Rustburg. I think it was like 28-0 at one point, and then I think Rustburg had 2 late scores there in the end. Patrick Henry went down to Southern Alamance in North Carolina, put out a big win. Verina, huge over William Fleming. UW Danville at Reedsville, we kind of expected this one to happen like this. They go down there and get beat pretty good. Gretna, Devin was there at Jefferson Forest. That was kind of a shocking surprise right there, Devin, wasn't it? I mean, you expected a little bit more out of Gretna, but maybe JF is just that good.
Man, JF, I mean, they're really good. They're a super talented team, and they're very deep too. Just looking at just the sidelines, I want to say that Gretna might have had like 30 players, 25 or 30 players total. Like it was actually pretty incredible to me how few players they had compared to JF, who had what had to have been like 50. I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like they didn't have they might have had like the skill to compete with JF, but the depth was not there from the beginning. And yeah, that game was, I want to say once they were down 14-0, it was just like, you hate to say a team gave up, but it just didn't seem like there was any hope of them coming back at that point.
And we'll have a Sights and Sound video out there about them. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have all the videos Devin was there taking. We'll have that out tomorrow. But Devin, you mentioned in that game, basically it was like the line of scrimmage play was just so dominant on JF's side as far as both sides of the ball. Like, Gretna only having 25, 30 players, there's only so many people you can put on the line out there. And if you have what's your boy Slade Kesey, is that what it is? He's out there on the line tearing people up, and what can you do? You can put a running back over there, but we saw a video where he was just going right through the running back. So what can you do?
And Coach Cruz, he talked about guys, Slade was obviously the guy. I mean, he really is, like, he's legit in person, but they also have, gosh, I forget the tight end's name, starts with an S, but him, Thax Rowland, who was another guy that Coach Cruz mentioned. Thax, we tagged him on Twitter, and that kid, not only was he going off on the offensive end, but defense, he was an animal as well. They just fly to the ball. And then they also just have speed in all the right places. I mean, like, all they had to do was run. Spencer Sloan, thank you, Bob. That's why we need Bob. They have legit D1 guys on that team, and Spencer Sloan and Slade Kesey, but they also have speed guys too at corner and at wide receiver. So they're going to be a formidable foe this year.
I think I called that out in the top 10, but hey, I digress. A huge rivalry there in Pittsylvania County. Dam River takes the victory against Tunstall. And I'll say this, I wrote a little review on the game. I'm sure Coach Brown is not into moral victories at all, but last year I think they only put up 60 points total last year. They put up 42 in the first game. So you got to see something there with your offense, your QB. I think it was Harrison there with a few touchdowns and whatnot. So you got to have some bright spots there. Looking at Tunstall.
Had to be a shootout. I wish I'd have taken the time and gotten out there, got back in town a little bit late. 49-42 sounds like a barn burner to me.
From what I understood, Tunstall was up, I think 36-28 or 36-21 or something like that at halftime, and they made a comeback. So, heads off to Dam River for making a comeback. I think Trojans really nearly rushed for 300 yards too. So a lot of running yards there. I think Dam River did mostly through the air. Let me check my stats here. I think Farmer had like over 200 yards passing too. It was just a crazy game. LCA at Ironton, Ohio was last night, so I didn't get a chance to put that on there. But Ironton, Ohio was big over LCA. So, Devin, you said you couldn't hold against them, right? Because Ironton's just that good.
I'm gonna say, yeah. I mean, I think they have their running back and their quarterback both have D1 offers, and just there's actually a good video on YouTube. I forget the guy who made it, but like a legit highlight video from the game, and it looked like in the first half, I think LCA was sticking with them, or at least the first quarter. But yeah, they were too big, and they were just, I don't know if I've ever seen a team run all over LCA like that.
Yeah. Some other games to note. Alta Vista went up to Central Lunenburg, had a tough one there, lost a close one to Central Lunenburg. So we talked to Deloach just last week. So they're playing some tough teams. I think they have, I forgot who they have this week, but we'll have it on our list. But I know they play Lower Bottot too, and I think it's another team too they're playing that's pretty good too. So
say Alta Vista or
yeah, Alta Vista.
Riverheads this week.
Riverheads, that's what, yeah, exactly. Riverheads. Riverheads for a long time was, I don't know, maybe like, Bob had to correct me on this. I think they were like 6-time state champion, or 4. I know at least 4, maybe 6 times 1A state champion there at Riverheads. Let's see what Bob says. Yeah, I think LCA went up like 3-0, and then like after that it was just it was bad. So, but hey, hats off to LCA going up there and playing us in that class. I think it was like 3 games that day.
Yeah.
I think I saw like really good team. So hats off to LCA. Yeah. Yep. So good luck to Altavis next week. But all right, guys, let's go to our top 10. So let's review our top 10 from last week, and then we're gonna dive into what we got here. So I'm gonna share our top 10 here. Hopefully everyone can see that too. So LCA, this, like I said, this is from Friday. So LCA, they lost. Heritage was off at 2. Salem lost at 3. Graham lost at 4. Patrick Henry at 5-1. Lower Botetourt at 6-1. 7 Jefferson Forest 1. GW lost, as we mentioned. 9 Glenburn 1 and 10 Altavis lost. And then a couple others. We had Magna Vista, they won, and East Glass won. So what are we looking at, guys? What are we looking at here? Is LCA gonna stay up top? Even though, are we holding against them at all? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna hold it against them a little bit, but I'm probably not gonna drop them down as far as Big Greg is. What I think tonight we need to go each through our top 10 too. We need to come up with one together, but also everybody gives what their top 10 would be.
Hold on.
Can we get mine first?
No. Hold on. We got to clear the air for one thing right now and
Let's do it.
only.
Because our text messaging group was off the chain Friday night.
Because y'all, one of us on this podcast has got the idea of opposite of what I said last week. I said that there was a Hoosiers Indiana state championship in basketball where everybody was in the same pot and they played for a state title. That's not what we got here. We cannot take 1A and 6A and put them in the same pot and let them play each other like somebody keeps thinking. I mean, naturally. So hold on. So all day long, let's just say Oscar Smith was in our area. All day long, Oscar Smith is going to stay in the top 10, and let's just say they played Alta Vista. There's no I'm sorry, Coach, but I just don't see them playing on the same field with Oscar Smith. You reward the teams for playing the schedule that they play and staying in their lane. That's the way I feel.
That's well said.
Okay, so you're talking about me here, but who texted the group chat saying, I'm kind of over this whole what's the thing?
Pound for pound.
Pound for pound. I'm over the pound for pound. I'm on to the Hoosiers. Who's the best of the best? Go ahead, Deb.
Listen,
what you said.
It's too hard to come up with the top 10 where you're not just thinking about who the best of the best teams are. The top 10 teams. I gotta say, it's we can, especially maybe we shouldn't even do a week 1 poll next year. Like a preseason poll. That's just way too. You're going off of only last year, but. Yeah, all that to say, I think my new top 10 will kind of reflect an update to that. So,
and I sent y'all my top 10 the night of. I sent it Friday night. I said, "Hey, this is more of a mix of pound for pound."
Yeah, but you couldn't put a complete top 10 together on Friday night. So,
I did. I gave you 10
because there was a game to be played on Saturday.
Exactly.
So listen, I'm just going to tell you who my number 1 team is right now, and we can all fight about it if we want to. Okay. I do have a new number 1 team because I do hold 42-3 against somebody, unless they're playing the Rams or the Green Bay Packers now that Parsons is playing.
I think Ironton was the Packers of Ohio.
Well, they're not the Packers of Virginia. Is all I got to say.
Hold on. Would you hold it against LCA if they played against Reedsville or they went and played Oscar Smith, like you just said?
Would I hold it against them?
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. So let's just say the score, they go down and play Oscar Smith, and the score was 35-21. That's pretty respectable in my book.
Yeah, I would give them props for doing that.
They actually went to Ironton and lost 42-3. That's not really respectable in my book. I mean, we're just going to say, I mean, like Averett, when they played Mount Union and lost 77-0. Okay. Hey, Averett, hey, you kept it under 100. So, I mean, is that what we're looking at here?
Oh, wow. All right, who's your number 1 team then? He said earlier about, who did he talk about? Alta Vista. Now he's talking about getting complete opposite for LCA.
That's
No,
true.
I don't think I said that. I think I said I think I said Alta Vista is playing a schedule. Whereas I think if you go back and rewind this tape from last week, I said they're playing a schedule where they don't even give a rip if they win early in the season. They're playing for the state championship.
I hope Bob. What's the people in the courtroom who type down everything someone says?
The court reporter.
Court reporter. Hey Bob, we need you to start being the court reporter for the podcast.
I listened to the podcast and I know what I said. I heard it. I heard it on air.
That has something to say.
I almost consider this when a team like GW goes down to Reidsville. I'm not going to say it doesn't matter at all. That's not what I'm saying here. But it's almost FBS versus FCS, where LCA seemed like they were just out. And looking at the highlights, they seem like they're outmatched. Again, they would probably beat everybody in our top 10. I think they could, but going to face a team like Ironton, I don't think it's like when North Dakota State goes and plays against Iowa. They could win, but I don't think it should count too much against them if they lose the game.
Okay, so does anybody want to hear my number one team now?
Let's hear it.
Go ahead.
My new number one, and I do hold it against LCA, but my new number one team is Heritage.
Gregor?
I still have LCA as my number one.
Wow. Okay. I have Heritage too at number one. Just by default, I have them at number one.
Wow.
And they could go to Bridgeport, who is a powerhouse, and they could lose by 50, just like LCA did. And I would not knock them back that much, just like I didn't do to LCA.
Okay, so 2 versus 1, so I can't say anything. So Heritage is at 1 now.
I need to ask a question. Is Ironton a public school, or are they private, or are they an academy?
They are public. I believe.
Okay.
I believe they are public.
So is Ironton and Reidsville on the same level?
It's tough to say. I mean, Reidsville's got multiple D1 guys going, Oregon and.
Okay. All right. UNC. Anyway, let's move on. Number 2.
All right. Who y'all have number 2?
I will tell you who my number 2 is right now, and they jump solidly into the poll, and they were number 5 in my poll last week. They're number 2 this week. That would be EC Glass.
Go ahead, Devin.
I have PH Roanoke there. Greg?
I have LCA at 2. If I haven't won, it would be 2 for me.
Gregory's whole poll is LCA 1 through 10.
I mean, PH, they go and beat Southern Alamance at Southern Alamance. I mean, I don't know how good they are. But
I wasn't going to move GW out of my top 10 because we talked about last week we were going to hold against them, and then Pop said if they lost by 40, you got to get out. But so that's why I still had LCA in there. But if I had to pick between, who'd you say who's your number 2 for you, Big Greg?
I said EC Glass was my number 2.
I'll go Patrick Henry with Devin.
Okay.
I had the number 3. All right. So number 3, who we have? So Heritage is 1, Patrick Henry is 2, 3.
Yeah, I have LCA here, but I know Big Greg would put Glass here.
I would put Glass 3 right now.
Gregor, who?
I had Glass.
I guess since LCA would be your number 2, I guess LCA should be.
Exactly.
Number 3, right?
Wherever y'all, it's up to you 2 because LCA is gonna. If I have him 1, I think it should be 2, but it should be 3. So y'all.
Let's ask Big Greg here. Where do you have LCA in your poll right now?
I would be more than happy to tell you. I have them at number 4.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. I was expecting to be like 8 or 9 or 10 in your poll. Okay. All right.
So Devin, who do you have number 3?
I would put LCA there.
I would too. LCA 3.
I still think they would beat just about everybody in the poll. I do.
All right, so let me ask you this: if you think they would beat everybody in the poll, why do you have them at 3? Just because they lost, or just because of the result?
Because here's the thing. I'll say this: I think there's legitimate question marks with LCA. I still think they're talented. They do have the talent, but how much of their success last year was based off of what Gideon was doing?
I like that. That's good. That's a good sound judgment right there.
That's why I'm dropping them down to 3. And I think it's early to tell. Games will get played. That's the thing. I think people need to keep in mind. Games will get played. We will get answers to this.
So was anybody going to say just how good they think that Mr. Gaither might be or not be. I'm just saying.
Is that the quarterback that transferred in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is Radford won.
Wow. Number 4, who we have?
Radford beats George West. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I'm just saying. They didn't lose.
Wow. Number 4, who you have for Devin?
I have Glass.
I had JF.
Okay.
All right, so you lose.
But Glass
is 4.
Glass is
That's
number
fine.
4.
Wow. He could just say I have Glass at 4 as well, but he has to say he's got to be. He's got to make it personal. So whatever. I mean, all right. So 5, I have JF.
I have JF at 5.
Okay, good. Everyone just at 4.
We all agree here.
Wow.
All right. The back 5 here is going to get ugly. I have a feeling.
I think number 6 is probably all in agreement as well. I think we should all have Lord Botetourt there still, right?
Exactly.
I have Magna Vista there, y'all. I'm sorry.
So Botetourt moves down after winning.
It's not so much Lord Botetourt moving down as much as it is Magna Vista jumping up after just dominating Rockingham County.
I do have Magna Vista in my top 10, which I said last week too. I want everyone to make sure I know I said that.
All right. Y'all keep LB there.
It is 2-1.
7. I have Magna Vista.
I'd put Magna Vista there. I think in my poll, I do have Salem. I have Salem ahead of Lord Botetourt at number 7.
What are you shaking your head for?
Because y'all are just punishing. Y'all are punishing Glenver.
I have Glenver 8. So
Galax 70-0. I mean, they're in my top 10, but
yeah, they're in my top 10. But
you can't say that.
And let me go ahead and say one thing about Galax right now. Those poor guys. I mean, I have said my share of things about Hidden Valley in the past, and God, we're pulling for you. But do y'all realize who Galax hosts this weekend?
Who's that?
Graham.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Yes. I mean, 70-0 to Glenver, and now you hosting Graham. I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, Bob, we agree, Bob. Like Devin was saying, like once the games we start getting more into the season, this will iron out really well. So it'll be interesting to see what our top 10 to start the year off is versus what it is, what it ends to be. So
did we agree at 8?
7 we agreed at Magna Vista. So I have Glenver at 8.
Okay.
I would have Salem there. What do y'all? So how can we say Glass is number 3 now or 4, whatever they are, and you're gonna dock Salem? You're gonna drop them out of the top 10 for losing to a top 3 team in our poll? Is that?
I never said that. I
got Salem. I think Glenver is better than Salem. Is that?
See, hold on. Hold on. Last week I got in so much trouble for saying these things, and Pops was letting Devin just skate around here.
I'm not letting him skate.
I said, it's like Devin said, it's hard to I think Salem would beat Glenver, but then we're doing this pound for pound thing. So
tell me, why do you think Salem beats Glenver? Tell me. I
think
like this
pure numbers from a bigger school. I think they have more depth to put pressure on Brody.
Did y'all see the highlights of Brody last week?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, this dude's a man. I don't know. I mean, I just don't see it.
A man can only do so much when he has 10 guys.
He's just tossing people off like it won't nothing going on. But anyway, no, I did not kick Salem out of the top 10, Devin.
Okay.
And if y'all will remember something, and I think we ought to go back to this. Do y'all remember last year what happened to Salem? They lost their very first game too, and we didn't take we actually kicked them out of the poll, if I don't remember.
Bob, Thanksgiving is just like this. It's just like this. Everybody has a glass of wine. They talk sports, and it goes.
And then they get mad and get up off from the table and
don't talk to each other for a month. All right, so
I got Salem number 9.
So who is number 8? Who we got? Glenver there? Is that what y'all are doing?
That's what we're doing.
I got Glenver at
Gregory,
9.
don't you back up now. You said
Sorry,
you got
Devin's-
Glenver at 8.
So, Greg, are you saying Salem or Glenver there?
You did talk pretty. I mean, I just said Salem would beat Glenver.
Oh my!
I'm stuck because week 1, y'all two are pound for pound the whole time. Pound for pound, pound for pound, pound for pound. Bob,
Nope.
remember this?
I did
It
not
was
say that.
Max Preps, Big G, and pound for pound Devin, and it was me. I was Hoosiers. Who would win no matter what? So now I'm throwing in pound for pound, and now I got to think about pound for pound versus who would actually win.
Y'all are just thinking too hard about this. I love it, Bob. That was perfect.
All right, Greg, it's your call here. I mean,
Yeah, you make the
Glenver or
decision. Greg.
Salem. Yeah, hey,
Glenver.
it's week 1.
There we
Glenver.
go. Glenver.
We'll do Salem at 9.
Dropping Salem all the way down for a 27-21 loss at home. I'll give them that. But to Glass, who, if we're saying they're as good as we think they are, then
I'll say this: last year we did the same thing to Salem. They lost the first game, or maybe the first 2 games, or what it was. They lost to William Fleming at some point within the first couple of games. We knocked them down a little bit, but they fought back up there. So, like I said, it's a long season.
It's a long season.
Hold on just a second.
Oh.
Yeah, here we go. So, y'all, all smart guys here, right? Okay. So, Devin, I want you to answer this question, and you, Gregory, since y'all are opening this argument. You're going to tell me that Magna Vista beats Salem? Is that what y'all telling me?
I have athletes to do it. Yeah.
I think they have a fight. If Ethan Duke's at running back, Simeon Moore at quarterback, they're loaded. Magna Vista's loaded. I think we're sleeping on Magna Vista.
How come y'all didn't put Magna Vista in the last week when I said something?
I had him in my top 10. I told you that.
Oh, you
I had him at number 7 or 8. Y'all kicked him out.
So how did they not make it at all?
Because
we both had him in there
in the state.
Or maybe I had him at 9 or 10. Maybe it was. I definitely
y'all had to have GW in there for some reason.
All right. Anyways, number 10 here. So we have Salem at 9. So 10.
Let me just say this. I'm not going to say anything about the team that it's going to be, but all I know is I've heard so much about a certain team for a week now that if number 10 is not this team, I'm going to be very, very disappointed.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah,
give in.
Union Bears.
Hold on.
The Union Bears.
Why are Big Greg? Who do you have? Don't do it. Just don't just appease Gregory here.
Union Bears.
But let me take. But see, all right. So if you listen to my top 10, okay, this was my top 10, and you tell me where it all goes wrong. So I actually had Salem number 10. Okay. But
that's a lot of punishment.
8 and 9, I had Union 8 and I had Abington 9. So I still did not have Magna Vista in my poll.
Wow, that's
wow.
I don't know why you said that. I would have said that.
So but somebody on here, this podcast says, "I'll see your Union and I'll raise it to Abington."
Yeah.
Go ahead, Devin. Break it down.
So I'm not even going to include either one of those teams right now.
All right, hold on. So
I'm going to include a team who has shown last year that they can win ball games and they have key pieces returning.
All right, so this drum roll, please.
William Byrd. I mean, why are we just crapping on William Byrd right now?
We talked about them last week getting punished by Pat Henry.
The first game.
That's it.
In benefit game.
Oh my goodness, we're still doing these benefit game.
That's all we can go off of.
Yeah, but they just beat they just beat Cave Spring 36-7. I mean,
Cave Spring
does the benefit game count on their schedule?
Huh?
Does the benefit game count on their schedule?
No, it doesn't count. But
they're 1-0 right now. What are we? I mean, that's a glorified scrimmage.
All right, so it's Union Bears versus William Byrd.
I think Abingdon deserves a shot.
Oh wait, what are you putting up there?
So I would put William Byrd, but I think Abingdon and Union are about even right now. They both blew out whoever they're playing. Abingdon has a UNC football commit right now too.
Who, Abingdon does?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what it is now here. Devin. Oh, I see what it is. UNC, the connection. I got it.
Let's get Bob's opinion. Bob, Byrd, Abingdon, or Union? Who are you putting?
He can't say. He's gonna ruin
Bob
his
won't do it because he's gonna make somebody mad.
Bob, unfortunately, we don't care about our relationship, so we're just putting everybody out there. So. No, I think I think everybody understands. This is a tough business to put these top 10 teams, and we just do it for fun.
Williamsburg, Union, or Abingdon? I
say coin flip.
I'm willing to go.
Hey, Gregory, don't you have that wheel? Take that wheel and take our names off of it and put yeah, you can just leave our names and then just spin it.
We're gonna do that. Y'all want to do that?
You got Union. I'll take Abingdon, and then Devin will take Bird.
Okay.
Man, I can't believe we're gonna do this.
Well, I mean,
y'all wanted some Southwest Virginia love, and now y'all are turning your backs on the Southwest Virginia love.
God, I gave Graham number 2 last week.
And we saw that. All that one.
Blew up right in our faces. I mean, they got thumped.
Bob said he would lean towards Southwest Virginia.
So, which one does that mean?
It's Union.
I think
Abingdon just happens to be like in Southwest Virginia too, like near Tennessee.
This Union's southwest. They're down there, even further. All right, here we go. We'll share the screen. If y'all are we really doing this to see who's going to be the team?
Oh yeah, let's just
you already did it. You put the teams on there, didn't you?
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Are we eliminating this first team, or are we?
Yeah,
eliminating.
Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
My bird.
Thanks for playing.
They're celebrating them leaving. This is the winner, okay? Whoever this lands on is the winner. Here we go.
You know it's going to be. This is rigged. You
It
can already tell.
Abingdon is number 10.
You gotta be
in our top 10.
What do you know about Abingdon?
It's near Tennessee.
They blew out John Battle.
It's on 81.
Come
on. I mean, he just, gosh. He's getting away with
Hey, and guess what? The good thing about putting Abingdon in it is, or Union, they play each other on Halloween night. So we're going to learn.
Guess what? I know one thing about Abingdon. There was a kid with a broken foot.
Look at this. Julian Settle, Union.
There was a kid with a broken foot that hit a 8-run home run off of Danville Little League in the state tournament one year.
Wait, what's going on here? Oh gosh, we're bringing that up. That's messed up.
That dude had a broken foot and hit one like 8 miles off of us.
All right, so our top 10. Heritage at 1. Patrick Henry Roanoke at 2. LCA Falls at 3. EC Glass at 4. Jefferson Forest at 5. Lord Botetourt at 6. Magna Vista at 7. Glenver at 8. 9 is the Salem Spartans, and 10, the Abingdon Falcons, I believe.
We don't even know.
I don't even know what Abingdon is. They are the Falcons. They're the Falcons.
You nominated them, and you don't. Oh my gosh! This is a farce.
Aiden Woods is a UNC football commit, by the way. He's at Abingdon, so maybe I'm just a little biased.
What position does he play, Devin?
He's a tight end and defensive end.
How big is he, Devin?
He is, according to Max Preps, 6'6".
According to Max Preps,
280.
Get him a T-shirt.
Yeah, I mean for real. Max Preps 7. Well, so we have our top 10. Let's look at some week 2 games here that we're featuring. So I think I talked about this to y'all last week. You know, GW. I think is it too soon to say he must win?
No, I don't think so at all.
And you know what else? It is a must win because, as we spoke about this last week, September 12th, September 19th, and I can't remember which one it is, but they play Lord Botetourt and Patrick Henry, I believe, or Glass and Lord Botetourt.
So they play at Amherst, which is gonna be a tough game. You know, any game that in the Seminole, or I mean, they aren't in the Seminole, but any team in the Seminole is a tough team. So they're going to Amherst. Then they go home against Glass, who just beat Salem at Salem. Yep. And then it's 26th, they play Lord Botetourt at home, who, you know, has been, you know, a really good 3A team. Fleming, they did play Verona that first game, so it's kind of hard to tell just how if they're not good this year, or just Verana's that good. They go to Verana on 10-3, so that's really tough 4-game stretch there, or 5-game stretch.
Who was that? Who was that?
GW. So GW played Reedsville,
Oh, yeah.
go to Amherst, home gets a class, home gets Laud-Botetourt, and then at William Fleming before they start Piedmont District play. So that's a tough stretch there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what their record's gonna be years in, if I can get there.
Another game to watch out for: Martinsville at Magna Vista. The Fighting Gary Halls basketball Bulldogs go to Magna Vista. So he's been texting me a lot too about for going to any Martinsville games. So I told him we'll see what Devin can do. He's our correspondent there. Martinsville's 1-0 too. So both teams 1-0. They're in the Henry County rivalry. Patrick Henry Roanoke at EC Glass. So I think Devin said he might be at this game come Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be joining Devin there this Friday.
Really?
Yes.
I'll reach out to Loveless and the AD there so we can get y'all some field passes there.
I need to ask a question because I have never looked at this. Where is Sharonda?
Bob probably knows on the map. I think it's up near. Is that near like Eliza on that stuff?
Yeah, I thought it was like Northern Virginia somewhere, but
it's like mid central. What I think east of Gosh, you know what? Let me check that.
Because they knocked Salem out of the playoffs last year. I forgot who beat them, but
they're further north than our
coverage area.
Oh, they're kind of like near Winchester.
Okay.
Yeah. So just south of Winchester. Yeah. Where were we? Yeah, Heritage going to Bridgeport, West Virginia. Devin said Bridgeport is a great team. So our number one team. Hopefully, I don't know if there's a District 2 jinx going on here where Heritage might fall out too. So we'll see how that goes. Brookville at Allegheny. So Allegheny, Des Jordan opened up the season week 2 against Brookville, who opened up with a week 1 win against Appomattox, I believe. Jefferson Forest, Devin saw them last week. Big win over Gretna. Go to Stanton River. So a little Bedford County rivalry there. Stanton River, they've always been kind of underrated. I mean, last year they had a mid 500 record, but played a lot better than that record. I think. Bassett at Gretna. Riverheads at Alta Vista, like we mentioned. Alta Vista playing brutal non-conference schedule. So, but Coach Deloach said he wanted those games. He had to get these teams ready for come playoff time. Just due to some games they played last year where some teams that couldn't even play a full game. It seemed like. Go ahead.
I just want to let you guys know right now. I've already got. I don't know if GW will be making the playoffs this year at all. I got them going 5-5 this year.
Wow.
I mean, let's go down the list. They're already 0-1. I think they beat Amherst 1-1, lose to Glass 1-2, lose to Botetourt 1-3, lose to Fleming 1-4.
Oh, really? Fleming?
Yeah, at Fleming. Beat Bassett 2-4, beat Halifax 3-4, beat Mecklenburg 4-4, beat Tunstall 5-4, and then lose to you all's Magna Vista. What are they called?
The Warriors.
5-5. There you go.
Let's throw out a little shout out to Liberty Bedford, by the way, breaking their like 40-game losing streak.
We don't want to give away the player. No, it's fine. No, you can talk about that. I do. Yeah, we can mention that because just don't take my player. That's one of my spotlight players of the weeks too.
But you're right, Devin. They deserve a shout out. But look who's on the schedule this week.
Yeah, hey, crazier things have happened. We'll see.
They're both 1-0 though.
Yeah. 37-game losing streak. I mean, can you imagine? That's almost 4 years there of just like no wins. I mean, that's just tough for a program. So, I mean, they did it in dominating fashion too. Was it 50-16 or 48-16? So they play in the Seminoles still. It's always a tough district. So maybe they can get a few wins here and there.
42-6 this weekend.
I said that they're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, who do they have this weekend?
The Fighting Brody Doyots.
Oh, Glenver. Oh, I do see that. Glenver next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see. I know Liberty is a Seminole team, but I would like to see them maybe move to the Dogwood or something like that. Maybe I don't know the enrollment numbers there, but just be more like-minded, maybe athletes and whatnot. So it's hard to get those wins there. Dan Rivers at Halifax. They're 1-0 going to Halifax. See if they can continue that win streak. And then shout out to Chatham's Josh Brumfield. My Cavaliers got his first win as head coach there at Chatham. Whooped up on Prince Edward. They get Kirkland Brown and the Tunstall Trojans coming over from Dry Fork. So some week 2 games there. It was a lot more. Yeah. Well, yeah. I just like to see them play more of like a Dogwood schedule and get out of the Seminole as a whole. Play more of that Dogwood, maybe they can still make. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they can still make the Division II playoffs if they go 3 and something or whatever, just because they have the PowerPoints there, the difficult schedule. But fellas, anything else on these games?
I just think that everybody should apologize to Max Preps tonight for
what did Max Preps get right?
EC Glass. That's the only. Might be the only thing they got right, but they got EC Glass right.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess yeah. A lot of people gave some had some words for us on the EC Glass slander. So it wasn't even slander. It was just we just didn't respect them enough. I think so. Anything else on the high school?
On y'all's part, that's for sure.
Anything else on the high school front? Oh no. Y'all want to do players of the week after we talk about D2, D3, and 4D, NCAA, or you want to do players of the week now?
We can do that now.
Stick with the high school. Mine are both in the high school front. So my first one goes out to Nash Johnson, who is at Liberty. Had 4 TDs, and I think he rushed for nearly 300 yards as well. So he probably single-handedly put Liberty on his back and carried them to that 50-16 win. So into that 37-game losing streak. And my second one goes out to JoJo Farmer there at Dam River High School. I think he counted for like 6 TDs. I think it was 4 through the air and 2 on the ground. It's just a heck of a game to make a comeback there against the Trojans and take that win. You guys have any you want to share?
I think Devin does.
So I'm gonna cop out here, but I'm giving helmet stickers to the entire Jefferson Forest defense. Just seeing what they. I hate to say it. I hate to say, because I was texting y'all the whole time during the game. I felt so bad for what was happening to Rayshawn. He just had no time to breathe. He couldn't get a pass off. I felt terrible watching that happen to the kid, but man, their defense was just stifling, and they held Rayshawn to 12 of 22 for only 64 yards. Obviously, held Gretna scoreless, and they have guys like Tyson Miller and other guys on the outside. So I'm going to go with the entire JF defense there.
If I have to give out helmet stickers for a high school, who it's going to. It's going to the entire EC Glass football team for taking care of Salem and making me look really, really good last week. But I actually didn't have any helmet stickers for high schoolers. I had a couple for college folks, but
I did want to mention one thing. We did this last week, and now I'll make sure we. 'Cause I want people to go on the record. I want people to be on the record here, just for a second. If I can find it, where'd it go?
I feel like we're getting ready to get punished.
Where'd it go? Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know if I can share it again. I might be lucky. It's not gonna let me do it. Anyway, I want to go through the games of the week and just kind of get you guys' thoughts on who might win. Or I can ask y'all now. Who do y'all have between GW and Danville, or GW, Danville, and Amherst?
I'll take GW. I'll take
GW.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think all 3 take GW there. Martinsville at Magna Vista.
Warriors.
Magna Vista. I think it's gonna be closer than what you think. I think rivalry game. Martinsville's getting better. I'm still thinking Magna Vista though.
Magna Vista.
Patrick Henry at EC Glass.
Man, I'll go Glass at home. I'll go Glass.
Glass.
You know, oh, man, they went to Salem. They won at Salem, which is always a hard thing to do. I think I did read a stat though that Salem has lost like the first home or lost the first game in the last 4 years, maybe, which is crazy to think of. Which is interesting. But gosh, I want to go PH so bad, but home games. Let's go home. Let's go EC Glass. I'll do it. EC Glass.
Jaleel Holloway at quarterback. EC Glass, and I'll ride with them until they prove me wrong.
Heritage at Bridgeport. I know nothing about Bridgeport, West Virginia high school. Bob might maybe comment on a little bit about them, but number one team going up to West Virginia. Could it be the District 2 jinx where number one gets knocked out again?
Well, we know they won't fall out of the poll unless they lose 80-0.
Man. Bridgeport went 14-0 last year. Won 49-7 in their state championship. I'm gonna go Bridge. I think that's tough for Heritage to overcome, so I'm gonna go with Bridgeport.
Heritage. Brookville at Allegheny. Brookville is 1-0. Allegheny has not played yet. All we know about is their benefit game against Union where they got shut out.
I go Allegheny
against Appomattox.
Allegheny.
I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go Brookville here, just because, like I said last week about Lord Botetourt playing against Rustburg. Lord Botetourt had a game under their hand. Came out strong against Rustburg. I think Brookville comes out strong against Allegheny, who make a comeback as well. I think Brookville comes out on top.
I think this is Dez's comeback game, man. Wow.
With the
running clock.
Goodness.
JF at Stanton River. Rivalry game here in Bedford County.
Give me JF.
JF. But I got a feeling Stanton River is still that thorn in the side. They keep every game close.
They do. Bassett at Gretna. Gretna looking bounce back at home.
I'll go with Gretna. I'm just shocked. I mean, Bassett just beat, or did they just lose? No, they lost to Franklin County. I'll go with Gretna. I'm expecting them to get back on track. They do have talent. They surprised me with what they put on the field last week, though.
I'll go Gretna at home. I think they bounced back. I don't think Bassett has that type of line that JF had. I think when you saw that with Slade Kesey and those other guys, they were all over. They were in the backfield by the time he got to step back. So I don't think it'll be the same there against Bassett. Riverheads at Alta Vista. Riverheads, they've been a traditional powerhouse. Last couple of years, I think they've still had a winning record, but I don't think they're the same Riverheads going to Alta Vista. You think they bounce back at home?
I'm, as much as I hate to say it, because I love talking to Coach DeLoach, and he had me ready to run through a wall, but I think Riverheads is too strong. I'm going to go with Riverheads.
I too going to take Riverheads. I think Riverheads, they've been there for years. It's hard to beat Riverheads at all. It's gonna be a tough task for Alta Vista, but hey, they can do
Alta Vista.
They can do it. Pops to Alta Vista. Dan River at Halifax. Give me Dan River.
Take the Wildcats.
I don't know. I just with that showing last week at Tunstall, I think it's Halifax.
And then Tunstall at Chatham. Give me the Cavaliers at home.
Yeah, I'll take Chatham at home.
Give me the Fighting Kirkland Browns on the road.
I said this here. I said that Chatham's defense will have to step up against Tunstall's offense, who put up 42 points there against Dan River. So if Tunstall gets the ball going on the ground and they put up a few points, I don't know if Chatham has that same bounce back that Dan River did. So we'll see. It'll be interesting.
I mean, Chatham. I don't know how good Prince Edward is, but they shut out Prince Edward 26-0 week 1. So we'll see.
So we battle wills here. All right. Well, let's get off of that. Get off of high school. So let's move on to just a couple of things here in the SAC. We UVA Wise opened up against Concord. Had a close loss, lost by 8 to Concord 37-29, and then Emory and Henry opened up with a win 45-17 against Glenville State. And our guy Dewey at Bluefield, they opened up with a win too against Thomas University there in Georgia, 31-20. So
nice.
Yeah. So our D2 guys and NAIA guys got some wins. Bass's guys, I mean, played a tough game. We'll probably have them on here next week too to kind of talk about their season. But there's definitely a turnaround there at Wise where they're playing, these games closer, maybe even winning a lot of games too. They started off pretty good last year too. But it's a tough game to open up with there. Anything on the NAIA or Division 2 ranks?
No, sir.
You know what? I think we've got Ferrum. I think Ferrum opened up with a loss there, their first game.
They're D2 this year, right?
Yep, first year they had a loss. So D3 ODAC, they open up this weekend. I think it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week. So big week for the ODAC.
I think it's a big week for the District 2 Sports Podcast too, isn't it?
It is.
Maybe Thursday.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Big week for us. You're talking about. I was talking about this, right, Aver?
Well, I wasn't. I was talking about a conference that we have going on
But
Thursday.
So Wednesday we'll have our conversation with Commissioner Bankston. We talked to him for about an hour last week about just different topics, like talking about last year and how well the ODAC did. We talked about Flow Sports and their TV contract they have going on. So we talked a lot about that. There's been a lot of uproar from social media that this Flow Sports thing was a bad idea. So we talked about that. And then we kind of talked about the football season too. So just a great conversation, an hour long. So we'll have that out on Wednesday. And then Thursday or Friday, like I mentioned, we'll have Hampton-Sydney, Bridgewater, Guilford, and Randolph-Macon interviews out on Friday before we get to games on Saturday. But yeah, your Averett boys open up Thursday night at North Carolina Wesleyan.
Did not know that. But that wasn't what I was talking about, but that's okay.
Friday, we have Gallaudet, new member of the ODAC, gets Albright. Randolph-Macon is up Friday night against Dickinson College, who's a pretty tough team. So I think Randolph-Macon took them pretty good last year against Dickinson. So Gallaudet, it'll be interesting to see what they do. From what I understood last year, the last few years they played in that conference. It just wasn't. I don't think they won a playoff game ever in that conference, making it to the D3 playoffs. So it just wasn't a great thing. And Saturday we have LeVar going to Delaware Valley, who was a playoff team last year. Shenandoah at home against Methodist. Washington Lee has Salisbury, who was in the national semifinal last year. Who did we talk to? We talked to, was it Lim at Bridgewater?
Yep.
Did they have Salisbury last year? No.
Who
had Salisbury last year?
I thought it was Hampton-Sydney again.
Was it Hampton-Sydney?
I believe they did. I believe it was like the first game, wasn't it? And they lost.
I think Hampton-Sydney had. I think they had Delaware Valley last year. I think it was Bridgewater played Salisbury last year.
Okay.
Are you talking about like in week 1?
Yeah, last year.
Washington Lee played Salisbury.
They did last year too?
Yeah.
Man, I thought Salisbury had. They played multiple ODAC teams last year.
They played Randolph-Macon in the NCAA tournament. No, Christopher Newport is not. Yeah, just Washington Lee last year.
Wow. Okay. I thought they played Bridgewater too. So it was Washington Lee. So I guess it makes sense since they're just rotating games this year, home and away. So Roanoke College is VUL, their first game. Stevenson versus Bridgewater. And the Soup Bowl, Greensville College and Guilford. So we talked to Coach Davis about that a little bit on Friday. So Soup Bowl will be on Saturday at 7. Any who are you guys looking forward to? Any games you're looking forward to, or any teams you're looking forward to for the ODAC?
I'm still looking forward to LeVar and his Tigers at Hampton-Sydney making a move this year?
I'm excited to see Bridgewater. I think that's the team who's kind of the dark horse, or they're kind of the. We'll see. I think they can make some noise. I feel like they could go either way. They could finish at the top, or they could just be a middle of the road team. But I think I'm looking forward to seeing what they do this year.
Go ahead, Pops.
Oh, I was also very impressed with Coach Lim calling me Big G during our interview. So I mean, it was very impressive.
I'll say this about Bridgewater. I learned a lot more about them. Jasir Bateman is I think he's a sophomore, or no, he'll be a junior. Sorry, sophomore last year. He's a junior. All ODAC. I mean, he's really good. He can do it through the air and on the ground. So Jasir Bateman, I think previously at Heritage. I think asked Bob there. But yeah, I think Jasir Bateman's going to be really good. Cito, hopefully he gets a full healthy year there at Hampton City to kind of tear it up. And we know that Washington Lee, they love to run the ball, so they have that option attack kind of thing. Devin, was it an option, Devin?
Yeah, it's kind of like a spread option type of offense.
Is it still like Abel's kind of offense, or is it something different from what he did?
I couldn't. Oh, are you talking about from Rice?
Yeah,
I'd say it's probably a little bit different from what they were doing there.
Gotcha.
And listen, I'll say something else about the ODAC, and I don't want it to be shade on anybody, but God, I would love to see. And I'm just going to name a couple teams: Averett, Gallaudet. Let me see, Guilford. Who am I missing? I'm missing somebody on that bottom half.
Oh, Roanoke or
Roanoke. So one of those four. I'd like I said, I ain't trying to throw no shade at the top. I would love to see one of those four teams win a big game this year. I mean, especially Guilford, and they deserve to win a ball game in the ODAC, man. They really do.
I get confused. Bridgewater was Susquehanna that I was getting them confused with. So
gotcha.
That's what it was. Yeah. But yeah. All right. So look forward to that big week for ODAC action and the District 2 Sports Podcast. So we'll put everything out in the public. So guys, anything else before we get into D1?
Nope.
All right. Good. Let's talk about what y'all want. So D1 takeaways from last week.
All right.
And this week, I guess.
Let me go ahead and say this, since I blew the interview with him, and we did edit it out. So I need to go back right now and pass out one of my headgear stickers, whatever y'all call it, helmet stickers.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes to Rice University and Mr. Scott Abel. They were a 14-12 winner over, I think it's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns at Raging Cajuns home. And this technically is Scott Abel's first Division I victory. So anyway, I think I said I think during our interview, I said, how did it feel to win his first game against somebody? And he hadn't even coached his first game yet. So
see, I told you I'm really good at editing stuff. No one ever knew that Dick Greg messed up.
Yeah, thank
or
God.
How I called Mike Mochko there at Bridgewater. I forgot what I called him. But you never know these things because I edit everything, so nothing passes us.
All right, my second little headgear, I'm just giving it out while I'm thinking about it. Friday night, Nanny Robin gives me a TV for our anniversary present, so I'm checking it out and going through stuff. Well, who's playing on TV is Army, and Army is playing somebody that I didn't even have a clue was actually a D1 team. So they were playing the Tarleton Texans or something to that effect. I don't know I think that's what they call. They're in the WAC. I had no idea. So I got kind of interested in this because I thought, Army with this running game, I thought they were going to blow these guys out because naturally Tarleton's the D3 team on the field, which turned out to be D1 WAC team. And Tarleton kicks a bomb, I think, and wins it 30-27. So helmet sticker to Tarleton Texans for first win of the year.
How scared are y'all for tomorrow night? If let me ask you this: if Carolina wins, great. Hey, we picked the right guy. But if it's a blowout, aren't you guys like, this is a disaster? We hired the wrong guy. It's been a circus all off season. Any thoughts on that? Mighty quiet.
First and foremost, I don't know why TCU is a 3.5-point favorite. I really don't. I don't understand that at all. What have they done in the last couple of years? I mean, I hadn't seen a whole lot out of them. With the way this weekend went, will it be that big a surprise if Carolina plays good and wins a ball game? I don't think so. I mean, we had the second coming of Jesus Christ play on Saturday in a game in the horseshoe, by the name of Arch Manning, and he didn't show up, boys. He did not show up. I mean, not that either team played great. What was it, 14-7? But the guy didn't show out at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think tomorrow goes either way. I wouldn't be surprised if Carolina can't pull one out, but I think it's going to be an electric atmosphere. Me and Big Greg were in attendance for Mac Brown 2.0, his first game in Chapel Hill against Miami back in what would that have been, 2019?
Yep.
And I think you're going to get the same sort of atmosphere, and I think that's at least worth a touchdown or two. So I could see Carolina pulling one out. That being said, if they lose, I don't think Bill Belichick is. I want to say Carolina has 70 new guys on the roster this year, 60 or 70. There's going to be ebbs and flows with it.
It's a learning curve. I mean, and one thing you can say though is that this class or these new guys, these 70 guys, they're his guys because he didn't recruit them. I mean, he got them from other places, and this is his staff making the choices to bring them in from elsewhere. So, I mean, you can't blame anybody else for this. This is his baby. But I just I think they'll be in the ball game. I don't think they're going to be blown out by no means. I don't think they can't play any worse than what they did at Minnesota last year. And I think we won that game at Minnesota in the first game. That was one of the most horrific games I think I've ever watched in my life. It was totally horrific.
Do you guys want to play a little game on week 1 takes?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna give y'all a tweet, an X post from a fan or just a sports commentator in general. I want you guys to guess the fan base. Or guess who it's about, okay?
Alabama.
There's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
All right. All right, here we go. First one. I will give it to you first, and then you guys tell me who your pick is, okay? Please effing fire blank. This man is still calling the same plays from 2011. We fold every big game because the man up top is a terrible leader who can't get with the times.
All right. I got my pick. It might not be right, but.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, my natural, I can't even go back that far, but I would just say that it's Alabama, but I'm sure that's wrong.
I'm gonna go with Dabo.
Is that y'all's final answers?
Yeah.
Devin, you are correct. Dabo Swinney.
Wait a minute. Did they actually say fire him?
Clemson football. Please effing fire Dabo Swinney. This man is still calling the same plays from 2011. We fold every big game because the man up top is a terrible leader who can't get with the times.
That seems like a vast overreaction there to losing to a top 10 LSU team.
Let me tell you something. I watched that ball game pretty much from start to finish last night. That was big boy football, boys. I'm going to tell you right now, that was the closest thing to NFL that I've seen on the college level, and I mean that. I think LSU really surprised them. I think LSU's defense is outstanding. I mean, there's not really a weak link on that team. And I actually think LSU should have won by more. I think they took a touchdown away from LSU at the end of the game. That dude was inbounds and had that ball. I mean, that kid made a heck of a catch. I just think LSU just showed out. And if I had to pick somebody that was as impressive as anybody could be on week 1, and I'm sure I'm gonna butcher his name, but I think Nussmeier showed out. He played really, really well. I mean, I'd give him the Heisman right now if you based it on week 1. Week one.
All right, round 2. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, all the hype for blank, and he's playing just as lousy for blank as he did for blank.
Oh.
I still think he threw the game between us and this team. Blamed it on being cold. Yeah, sure. He just wanted the big bucks.
Oh, that's Nico. That's Nico.
It's gotta be.
Nico.
UCLA.
UCLA. Oh my gosh, I was like for Nico, and he's just playing just as lousy for UCLA as he did for Tennessee. I still think he threw the game between the Vols and Ohio. Blamed it on being cold. Yeah, sure. He just wanted the big bucks.
I didn't have a problem over the weekend. I know that.
2-1. Here we go. Round 3. Blank isn't it. I once liked the guy, but culture, character, ambition isn't there. And I hate it for blank, but he isn't it either. Fire blank and play the freshman. Blank or blank would leave right now to come coach here.
All right. So we're talking a coach and a quarterback. It sounds like, right? Is that?
Mm-hmm. But just give me the school.
All
Blank
right.
isn't it. I wanted to like the guy, but culture, character, and ambition isn't there.
Oh,
I also hate it for blank, but he isn't it there.
Oh,
Texas.
yeah.
It's Texas.
Fire blank and play the freshman QB. Dabo or Kiffin would want to leave right now and come coach here.
I would. Yeah, I was gonna say Alabama, but I think it's Texas.
Both y'all going Texas?
Yep.
No, don't time. Wait. The freshman. Play the. I'm gonna go Alabama here. I think Alabama.
Devin's going Alabama. Pop, you going Texas?
Texas. Yeah, Texas.
DeBoer isn't it. I want to like the guy, but culture, character, ambition isn't there. I also hate it for a tie, but he isn't it either. Fire DeBoer and play the freshman QB. Dabo or Kiffin would leave right now to come coach at Bama.
They would hire Lane Kiffin at Alabama. I don't think that's your answer either. I mean, okay.
I tell you, y'all can call me crazy. The kid played as good as he could yesterday. He didn't have a lot of time. Florida State played really, really well on defense. I mean, they sent the house at him a couple times.
All right, last one here. Devin's up, what, 2-1?
3-1 here.
Wait a minute, whoa! This is number 3 or 4?
It's number 4.
So you can't be up.
Devin's up 2-1.
2-1. Yeah.
Really?
You both got UCLA right? Yeah.
Hold on. I should have 3. I got Alabama, I got UCLA, and I got whatever the first one was. Dabo.
Okay, yeah, I see it's 3-1 because if you get one pops in, you
can. All right. You can give him whatever number 2. Give him UCLA.
Okay. All right. So 2-1. Here we go. Blank has been given enough time. Duke can't get it done in big pressure games. Move on. Oh, and blank, overrated. Clap, clap, clap. Poor throws all day. Terrible reads. Poor decision making. Just junk.
That's Texas if I've ever heard it. It's got to be.
It's Texas.
Sarkisian has been given enough time. Dude can't get it done in big time games. Move on. And Arch Manning, overrated. Clap, clap, clap. Poor throws all day. Terrible reads. Poor decision making. Just junk.
Yep.
Wow.
Y'all want a bonus round?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think you both will know this one off the get go. Blank squeaks by blank. So no fight between Blank's dad and brother this week, presumably.
Oh my God. That's Avery's kid. Avery's kid. Kansas State. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to kick on before we head out here?
I got a college helmet sticker.
Yeah.
This applies to Gregory for next week. Byron Brown at USF. Man, he was how good was Ashton Jeanty for Boise State last year? Because they looked terrible.
Are you saying that Boise is LCA or they had a good running back? And
I don't know what happened.
Man.
That was sad.
It's hard to watch.
It was terrible to watch, actually.
I agree, Bob.
That is a good point, Bob.
Everybody want to fire Napier, but they never had a person to replace him. So,
Bob, I just want to answer that question. I'm here for anybody that needs a head coaching job. I don't mind being that guy. I will take the headset. I will take the clipboard. I do not care. Just hire me. Pay me for a year. I'll accept half of what some of these guys are making. You can fire me halfway through the year if you want to.
Anything else you got?
Yeah,
we got
two things. I'm still me and Devin should be in Chapel Hill tomorrow night. Jeff Wilson, you still owe us. And I actually filed a grievance against them and went back and asked for every game instead of just the Clemson and the TCU game. So Carolina owes us. They owe us. So I just didn't want to seem like a fair weather fan and pick my game. So I went back and picked every game. Dang. So they should give us passes, credentials for each game and parking. I'm gonna let you come back and greet us and meet us and allow us on campus to do our job. And then second of all, my next thing was we need 3 teams. So I'm looking for 3 individuals. Bob, if you're interested, we would love to have you. We need 3 more teams to join the We Are Family Fantasy Football League.
Put it out there, yeah.
Our
District 2 Sports Podcast looking for some more owners for our fantasy football league. So
we need 3 owners
right now.
Yep, need 3 owners.
All right, Pops.
No, I was gonna say we need 3 owners, and we always wait till after the week 1, first week of games. So we won't draft until next Wednesday because we always want to see if make sure everybody's seasons aren't torn apart from a week 1 injury on somebody that we've thrown everything at and kitchen sink at to draft. So we always like to make sure of that. So anyway, I know it could happen week 2, week 3, whatever, but anyway, we're looking for 3 owners.
And I'll say before we close, I just want to say give an update in the college pick'em standings here. So there's 14 games. Big G is 10-4. I am 8-6. Devin is 7-7, and Bob is 7-7.
It's just not your week sometimes, We'll get there.
Big Greg.
You know what I was? I usually say the cream always rises to the top, but God, it's already there.
10-4. Who's winning Notre Dame game in Miami?
24-14 Miami.
Miami's at 24-14?
Yeah, and I'm not looking good.
This is not the hate week I was looking for, man.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Miami would get smoked, and then so would Florida State. Now they both win. Golly. All right, guys. We got to get out of here.
All right, boys.
Look for the District 2 Sports Fantasy Football. Look at the Pick'em. We'll have 2 more episodes out this week for the ODAC. We'll get into that, and maybe some big time news coming out next week. We'll see. So
yeah,
got some important meetings next week too. So we appreciate you guys always for listening.
And if anybody sees Jeff Wilson, tell him to tune in.
If you know Jeff Wilson, please tell him. All right, guys. Oh wait, I do my where's it at? Make sure you like and subscribe. All right, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Hey, sorry, we do have one more achievement. 10,000 listens. We hit 10,000.
Huge.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you to our
across
listeners.
all of our podcasts, all things we've done on YouTube, whatever it is, we've hit over 10,000 listens. So that's good for just a small podcast who has no budget whatsoever. So
none.
Yep.
Low budget.
Yeah, 0 budget. We actually lose money on this thing. So we have over 10,000 listens. So so we're going in debt for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. Good night.
I'm down to one half of a headset.
I lost my family, lost my house, just so I can talk about high school football to you guys.
This right ear, the right earphone doesn't even work.
So everyone who's listening right now, if you could just go and like and give a heart or give something, that's the least you can do. I don't have a family no more.
So we gonna GoFundMe page.
Something. Just go like it. I'll see you guys next week.